The next exercise that we're going to work on after you've worked on your rocking from side to side, keeping your focus, keeping your root as you do this, we're going to do pretty much the same thing, but instead of going side to side, we're just going to go in one direction, then we're going to come back in the opposite direction. Basically the same idea, but this idea of moving in one direction is going to help prepare your lower half of your body a little bit more for the kind of steps that we'll be doing in Tai Chi. So with your feet together, relax, establish that root down in both legs. Slightly bend your knees. Shift your root into one leg only. Okay, so that's your rooting leg, just like you would if you were rocking back and forth like we did before. But here, you have that solid root like you're a tree. You step out, and you gently touch. Shift, change the root. But now, as you step in, instead of stepping back out, you're going to set this foot down, and you're going to shift your root into that as your feet are together. From here, you lift the other foot, maintaining that root, step out to the side, gently touch, shift, establish that root, bring the other foot in, the feet together. And to go back, it's the same thing, just in reverse. So you have the other leg rooted, you step out, gently touching the floor, shift, establish that root, and remember, it's always important you have the root established before you pick up the other foot. You don't ever want to pick up that foot before you have this root established, because you'll get wobbly and you'll fall back. So establish that root, then pick up this other foot and bring it in. Shift your focus. Pick up this leg, step out, gently touch, shift, establish that root, then pick up the other leg and bring it together. So it's very simple. You're just stepping side by side. Your body doesn't turn with this one. Your hips don't turn. Everything's facing one way. You're just stepping straight out to the side, touching with the toe, shifting to the heel, shift your weight, establish the root, pick up the heel, then pick up the toe, touch with the toe, bring the heel down. Okay? So remember, don't let your weight fall onto that foot. Make sure it's always controlled, your balance is always controlled, and you're touching that floor like you're walking on thin ice. And so when you touch it, you don't know if it's going to give or not, so you just barely touch it. Okay, seems like it's going to hold. Then you can start to shift your weight to it. Then pick up the other foot. So you don't ever want to just throw your weight onto something. And just like with the rocking set, where when you step out, you don't want your upper body to tilt, same thing with this. As you step out, don't tilt as you step out. Make sure you're a tree on this side. You're straight up and down, you're solid, you have that root, and you step out, gently touching, shift, and when you step in, don't let it happen over here. Don't bend so you can bring this leg in. Keep your structure, and then bring this leg in. And you can go as many steps as you want to. You can start, if you have a long hallway in your house, you can start at one end and go sideways to the left all the way down, and once you get to that end, go sideways to the right all the way back. Or if you want to practice in the park or whatever, anywhere is fine. Just give yourself plenty of room to do a lot of repetitions one way and then come back doing the other side.